Mixed doubles quarterfinal. We got Catherine Parenteau and Tyson McGuffin taking on Vivian David and Thomas Wilson. Watch what happens here. Vivian David's going to hit it so hard. The lights go out. What the hell? Who pulled the plug? Is the power out? The camera's still on. What the hell happened? Did somebody forget to pay the bills? I know the PPA struggles with a profit, but geez. Tyson McGuffin, the most electrifying man in sports. Except the power goes out on him. How electrifying are you if you can't even keep the lights on, Tyson? So who wins this point? Does it have to be a do-over? I mean, were they in the middle of a rally? Looks like she hit the ball right on the net. It was rolling down. They weren't going to get it. That's no fair. So do we have any more issues with center court just like this? We're going to talk all about this weekend. Welcome to the Sorry Not Sorry Pickleball Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Callie. This week, we're at the Hertz Gold Cup in Pictona, which is somewhere in Florida. We had a rainy weekend, but that did not stop us from having a great weekend of pickleball. We had some drama. We had some great matches. We even had some new faces in the gold medal matches. I cannot wait to get into this one. But before we get into it, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite part of this weekend was. Go ahead and drop a super chat if you want me to read something live on the show. Take a look at the Etsy store too. I got the link down in the description below. Lots of great shirts, all super comfy. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into this week's episode.
This is the new and improved forgiveness. Forgiveness is more than saying sorry. I'm sorry. Forgiveness.
I'm not sorry I took the money.
All right, first up, let's talk women's singles. We had Lacy Schneemann making her way to the gold medal match, and she's going to take on Salome Devidze. Now, you're probably wondering, where the heck is Leigh Waters? Well, let's talk about what happened, because she didn't even play singles this week. Why is that?
Why do you think that is?
So about 2 weeks ago, if you listen to the JillyB Podcast, which is kind of tough to do if you have to listen to the intro.
You're tuned in now to this pickleball life. I'm K-Dubs and JillyB is my wife.
Oh.
She's the pro and I've got the filler.
Hey.
She's sweet to me, but on the court she's a killer.
Oh.
Unadulterated and efficiently bringing you the best and worst things in PB. Tell your friends and stay for another. And no one loves us more than your mother. One thing's for sure, when hit and you're addicted. Grab a pal, grab a court, don't resist it. So click subscribe, let's go, let's get cracking. Things on gun, let's go, let's get laughing.
I guess I probably shouldn't talk smack about intros. People hate mine. But at least I don't rap on mine, okay? Sorry, not sorry. I hit you in the head. Now you're feeling kind of starry. The show is kind of wild, like it's a safari. Hosted by Chris Callie. He's Italian calamari. All right, that's a stretch. But if you can make it through that rapping intro, they actually had a really interesting episode a few weeks ago where they got a phone call with Connor Ogden, who's the PPA Chief Operating Operator. Operating Operator? That's a weird title. Anyways, he was basically recorded saying that they kind of fumbled the whole paddle testing process. Now, a lot of people have been questioning the paddle tech that some of the pros use. Irina Terashenko is someone that a lot of people have questioned. Just seems like she's getting a lot more power than most people should be allowed to have off that paddle. Another person that's been called into question is Leigh Waters, which they bring up in this podcast as well. Essentially, they kind of lied. They said that they were going to test Terashenko's paddle, and then turns out that they never actually did. They couldn't technically take it from her to test it. They even got Don Stanley involved, and man, it just was kind of a big mess. Really just destroys the credibility of this whole paddle testing situation for the PPA. Definitely go listen to this podcast if you're interested in this. It was a great episode. Leigh Jansen was involved with this whole thing. She has a lot of great opinions on this. Okay, all that to say, on Thursday, on Singles Day, Joe Braverman put this tweet out. It says, today, finally, Pickle Pro Labs starts equipment testing PPA tour events, and Leigh Waters withdraws from singles, and Irina Terashenko loses 0-11 first round and then withdraws down 0-2. Hashtag truth wins. Hashtag paddle tech. Hashtag pickleball. So, quite an interesting development that we have this podcast. The PPA gets pretty embarrassed by it, and now all of a sudden they're like, all right, guys, We got to start actually testing this shit. And then Anna Leigh Waters is like, you know what? I kind of needed a break. Okay, so you could kind of give Anna Leigh Waters a benefit of the doubt on this one. It has been the 3rd week in a row of pickleball. Maybe she did need a break, but I mean, I don't think that that's quite what happened. I think that she got scared it was going to fail. And I think instead of getting caught, she just said, I'm just going to withdraw. I need a break. Tarasenko tried to push through, and then look what happened. She got crushed. Here's where it gets even sketchier, though. The very next day, Jill Braverman tweets out, it's been reported to me that few to no paddles are failing at today's PPA Tour event versus yesterday, and that Pickle Pro Labs was instructed to lower the deflection testing standard from 50 to 42 so that virtually all paddles pass. If true, what is the point of testing? And what are rules if they could be modified on the fly to fit the needs of sponsors and players in the middle of a tournament? Now that is crazy. The PPA was like, oh shoot, they're kind of onto us and everybody's failing. This is a bad sign. Quick, lower the standards. Artificially make it look like people's paddles are fine. And of course, Anna Leigh plays with her paddle and it passes. Look, I don't know what the standard number should be. I don't even know what 42 or 50 means. What is that? Like whatever the measurement unit is, I don't know what it should be, but that is super sketchy that you have it set one way on Thursday. You have the people in question showing signs that they probably wouldn't have passed. And then the very next day, you cater to them. You lower the standards, and then they're in. It's like, man, PPA, you are not making yourself look very good right now. You know, some of these situations with paddle testing, it seems like it's just a manufacturer. You know, you can't really blame the players too much. But this whole situation with Anna Leigh Waters just seems like the PPA is just really trying to cover for her. She's their big star. I mean, they roll out the red carpet for this little girl. I mean, they give her 10 spaces of parking for her damn tour bus and then make all these other players catch Ubers and shuttles to the facility. It just doesn't seem very fair to me. I actually don't even care about it being fair. Like, if you want to treat your player better, all right, go ahead, but stop hiding it. Like, at least just be honest about it. And at least for the competition part itself, you have to make that part fair. I'd be okay with Anna Leigh Waters having 20 parking spaces, as long as her paddle was held to the same standard as everybody else that she's playing. Anyways, all that to say, no Anna Leigh Waters in singles. We got Lacy Schneemann versus Salome Devidze. And look at this, 3-3. Lacy Schneemann goes down, just rolls her ankle. She would have got the next ball too. I love Salome doing the fake, oh, let me come and help you up. If that was Megan Fudge or Leigh Jansen, she would not have helped him up. That was not the only crazy spill we had this weekend. Rewind to Friday. Hurricane Tyra Black and AJ Kohler taking on the Jansen siblings, and watch Hurricane split. Oh no. Is she okay?
Oh no, please, I hope.
That is like the scariest thing to see. That looks like one of those big injuries. It's like, did she pull her hamstring or something? I mean, she is always on the ground splitting. Marcia, stop touching her. Get away from her. You're not helping. Hey, I can help you. Drink this. It'll make you feel better. Okay, thank God she got up. She seems to be okay. She did play the next day. We also had this crazy spill on this point. Riley Newman and Jesse Irvin taking on Silstrom and Anna Bright. Big Papa Jimmy wasn't playing this week. I guess his mom found out about the caffeine situation. Using her credit card to buy coffee, she said, I'm cutting you off. And he said, uh-oh, I can't play pickleball anymore. Regardless, we were given this crazy point. Watch this. Silstrom, this monster of a dude, hitting all these overheads and then just taps it in. Riley Newman tries to dive for a pickleball. Yeah, do push-ups. Punish yourself. You need to get that. Look at this. Oh my gosh, he like actually did need to dive to get that.
To that, Dave, he was all over the court.
Oh, I really wish he hit that. That would have been so crazy. That would have been the best pickleball shot of all time. If he hit that, it would have been on SportsCenter Top 10, and I guarantee you there would have been a ton of people who watched it and go, you should give this pickleball thing a shot. But no, he missed it and just scraped his knee. Anyways, back to the gold medal match. Salome Devidze up by 1-9-8. Look at that shot. She's pumped about it. She gets it to 10-8, which means she's going to take this first game 11-8. We're headed to game 2. So game 2, Lacy Schneemann up 3-2. And watch this shot from Salome Devidze. Corner to corner. Oh, man. Lacy's like, you got to be kidding me.
Fortunately for her, that is the longest geometry.
Look at that. So close game here, 8-8. Lacy Schneemann trying to get at least one game off Salome. Look at that shot. Slips a little bit. Be careful, Lacy. It's slippery out there. So Lacy Schneemann's got a 1-point lead here. And watch this. Little twisty-roo. Salome Devidze with the emphatic fist pump. Look at this shot. Backhand on the run and yow! So we end up tied 10-10. Lacy Schneemann, you got to get a game off her. Come on. Put it away, and it's out of bounds. Salome gets up 11-10. 1 point away from taking the gold medal away from her. And so Salome Devidze is going to lock it up. She does it. She gets the gold medal against Lacy Schneemann. All right, next up, let's talk women's doubles. We got Leigh Waters and Catherine Parenteau. Surprise, surprise. This time they're taking on Callie Jo Smith and Lucy Kovalova. Always a fun matchup. Let's get into this one. So before we talk about the gold medal match, let's rewind to the quarterfinal where Callie Jo Smith and Lucy Kovalova are taking on Leigh Jansen and Hurricane Tyra Black. What a fun match this was. But watch what happens here on this point. Was that ball in or out? Leigh and Hurricane Tyra Black think that was in. Callie Jo Smith called it out. Lucy kind of just hanging around like, I don't know. So let's take a look. That's pretty close. I don't know. I mean, I don't think you can really tell from that angle. That could go either way, really. So look what happens here. The ref gives the ball to Leigh and Hurricane Tyra Black. And then immediately when they announce the decision,
Video review, the call on the court stands. The ball was...
she doesn't even finish. I have great eyes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Callie is the one that made
Hurricane Tyra Black is like dead certain that something is wrong here. I mean, I don't know. What did she see? Like a video of the replay? She probably did if she had like a phone or something. So look what happens. They end up getting the head ref. Don Stanley's got to come over. So then Don starts explaining what's going on. Leigh looks confused, so I feel like she possibly has a legitimate gripe about what's going on. Look at Hurricane Tyra Black. And then I love this. Watch, Leigh starts getting in Callie Jo's face a little bit. She's talking directly to her.
Made the call there as well.
Look at this.
And it's getting worse.
Oh, I wish I knew what they were saying. PPA's like, quick, go to the crowd. Don't show conflict. So they finally resume play, and the vibes got weird. So it's a close game. It's 9-9. Callie Jo Smith and Lucy Kovalova looking to win this thing in 2 games. And look at this rally that we get. It's a close one. We're going to get into a little firefight. Oh, and then Leigh can't get it. Look at the fist bumps. Lucy's going nuts. They got game point, match point on their paddle. So here we go. It is match point for Lucy and Callie Jo Smith. Hurricane Tyra Black and Leigh Jansen trying to fight this thing off so they could keep their hopes alive and making it to the semifinals. But Callie Jo Smith and Lucy Kovalova, they're going to handle that lob. They end up popping one up. Hurricane Tyra Black fires it. Oh, and it trickles off the net. Look at Hurricane. Slams her paddle. She's so pissed. She doesn't even want a paddle tap. She goes, you know what? Actually, never mind. That's kind of messed up. Hey, high five. I have good sportsmanship. I'll paddle tap you. Oh, right off the net. That's so frustrating. Cool point, but let's see that again. Oh, the slam. That's the energy I love in pickleball. That's passion right there. Look, they're still talking to the refs over there. She has a gripe. I wonder what it is. So anyways, back to the gold medal match. Lucy and Callie Jo Smith find themselves down big. It's 6-1 for Leigh Waters and Catherine Parenteau. And look at this, though. They're starting to fight back. Can't believe that they were able to get that one to land. And then watch this. Leigh Waters and Catherine Parenteau playing a little bit of defense here. And then we're going to have a little speed up. And then we get into some fun. Who is going to win this point right now? Oh, off Leigh Waters. Callie Jo Smith pumped about it. So game 1, it's 10-7 here. Catherine Parenteau, Leigh Waters, they're going to take this one and win it 11-7. So here we go, game 2. On this point, we're tied 1-1. Watch what happens when Lucy and Callie Jo Smith get a ball down the middle. Callie Jo Smith thinks it's hers. Lucy's like, owie. She's so tough, she just acts like it doesn't even hurt that much. I'd probably be crying if that happened. I don't know. I mean, it looks okay, right? Anyways, moving forward, Callie Jo Smith, try to stick to your side. You can get middle balls, but just kind of stay. Oh, what are you doing? Get on your side. Look what you did. See? Not only did you hurt her hand, you lost the next point, covering 90% of this damn court. I don't know if you're that good. So here we go. Parenteau and Waters up 3-1. And we're gifted with this amazing point here. Get this lob. Annalie Waters just going to town. Lucy just keeps throwing it up. Eventually she'll make a mistake, right? Just keep giving it to her. Gets it on the back line. And another one. Make them play some defense now. Oh, and then the Ernie. Oh, but they defend it. Oh, and Lucy can't finish. What a point. Watch this Ernie from Callie Jo Smith. And Catherine Parenteau gets it. Lucy recovers. Oh, but can't get that last shot in. Otherwise, that would have been a crazy point. So Parenteau and Waters up by 4 here in this second game. Don't forget, this is a best of 5. So even if they lose this one, it's not over yet. But still, kind of got to win a game in a hurry. Callie Jo Smith puts the team on her back. Waters and Parenteau eventually get it to 10-7. And they're going to end up taking game 2. They're going to win this one 11-7. And we're going to game 3. And in between these two games was my favorite part of this match. Watch this. Now, I'm not a fan of the hype guys. Look at them not being hype at all. Then they're like, oh, shoot, we're on camera. Hurry up. Get hype. And then watch what happens here. Just talking, mingling. All of a sudden, they're like, oh, shoot, get hype. And this poor lady, she's like, oh, geez, what did I walk into? Absolutely terrified her. Let's see that one more time. This lady walks in, whoa. That is the face I give the hype guys every time I see them. Someone turned this clip into a meme. The hype guys are me when the PPA announces they're doing paddle testing and making it stricter. The woman here is Annalie Waters. She is absolutely horrified of what she sees. What did I get myself into? So anyways, game 3, here we go. Lucy and Callie Jo Smith, please make this interesting. Just take at least one game. Give us something good. And they're trying. Watch this point. Look at that shot. Going out wide. And then Callie Jo Smith cleans it up with a great angle. So Smith and Kovalova up 1-0 to start this third game. Look at Callie Jo Smith just running all over the court. They end up switching spots. Good get by Annalie Waters. And watch this. We're just going to get into a little dinking battle down the line between Parenteau and Lucy Kovalova. And Lucy is just ready for the counter. Watch that. Stares her down. And they take a 2-point lead to start this game off. Look at Lucy. Just, yep. So Parenteau and Waters, they're stretching their lead. It's 7-3 in this third game. And watch this point. Lucy just making the lobs work all game long. Great gets by her, too. Look at all this. She's keeping it in. Somehow keeping the point alive. Annalie Waters is getting sick and tired of this, though. Making a run all over the court. She puts one away, and then watch this. Hits her with the Lucy fist. And so here we go. Championship point for Waters and Parenteau. And they are going to do it. No surprise there. In 3 straight games, they win the gold medal for women's doubles once again. All right, next up, let's talk men's singles. We had Ben Johns taking on Tyson McGuffin. So before we talk about the gold medal match, let's actually talk about Tyson McGuffin's path to get there. This is the quarterfinal, taking on Christian Alshon. Oh, and he's getting hype, barking. You could just tell it was starting to ruffle Christian Alshon's feathers. And then just for a little cherry on top, Christian Alshon gives him a stare back. Tyson's like, sorry. And so here we go, game point for Tyson McGuffin. Looking to take this first game. And Christian Alshon sails it wide, doesn't even paddle tap. Tyson's like, I'll just ghost tap. Awkward. Look how pissed he looks. Oh, man, he is like playing with rage. So 4-3 Tyson McGuffin here. Watch how this point ends. Tyson spikes it right at his feet. Ooh, that must have got to him. So here we go, 4-3. Check out this point. Christian Alshon gets no love from the net. 2 net cords in a row. and puts one deep. He's so pissed. Tyson's like,
Turn around with the double
whoops.
net cord apology
That probably
there,
pissed him
and
off.
Alshon just to get a
Look at
foul
this.
on
Oh, two. And still got a piece. I mean, hey, that's pretty talented. And so here we go. Very next point. 5-3. Christian Alshon. He's going to miss one wide and throws the paddle down. He's pissed. Timeout. I need to go meditate.
Exchanges to push him over the edge. Hopefully he can settle himself.
Oh, technical warning. You threw your paddle too hard, sir. He looks like he's going to punch Leigh Waters in the face. So it's 8-5 now. Christian Alshon somewhat coming back here. But Tyson McGuffin puts a hard stop on that. Look at these guests from Tyson McGuffin running all over the court. Gets that one in. And then nice and soft. Overhead slam. And look at that. Pumped for the crowd. Getting hype. What a point. Oh, throat slash. So here we go. Match point. It's 10-7 for Tyson McGuffin. And Tyson's going to hit a shot that's real close. Can't see it on the first cam. Christian calls it out, but he's kind of like not sure. It's challenge. Let's see what the ref's got to say.
Gets him playing better.
Oh, and we're done.
Overturned it. Tyson McGuffin wins. Oh, look, they high five. And so Tyson McGuffin ended up taking on Gabriel Tardio in the semifinal. Beat him quite easily, 11-4 and then 11-2. And Tyson McGuffin is going to drink some beer to celebrate another gold medal shot. Does he have to do it with the hype guys? I wish he did it with like Dave Fleming and Kyle McKenzie, the announcers.
Beers, there they go.
Let's see. Pour it. It's because he can't finish it all. He just pours it on his head. It's like a way to be cool in a moment where you're not cool for not finishing it. And then just chucks it and walks away. And that's somebody else's problem. Who is responsible for cleaning up Tyson McGuffin's beer? Cameron's like, I'm not touching that. Let's also talk about the other semifinal match. Ben John's taking on Connor Garnett. Look at this. Connor Garnett. He's going to win this first game, 11-9. Uh-oh. Is it because this is kind of an indoor spot? Is Ben going to use that as an excuse? It's not indoors. It's got no walls. So game two, another close one. Look at this. Ben Johns only has a 1-point lead over Connor Garnett. It's 8-7. And check this point out. Love a little good cat and mouse. Oh, the Ernie from Connor Garnett is defended by Ben Johns. Ben ends up winning the point. 9-7 now. And so even though this one was close, Ben ends up taking this one 11-7. We're headed to game three. And unfortunately, game three was nothing worth talking about. Ben Johns crushes him. It's 11-2. He's going to take this one. And so we're going to see Ben and Tyson McGuffin in the gold medal match. All of a sudden, Ben has these guys on the sideline, and they could not be dorkier. Look how much he just does not care about them. He's like, leave me alone, guys. Isn't that what you pay us for? We're supposed to, like, cheer for you, right? Can I hold your back? Let me get your back. Do you need some water? So here we go, game one. It's tied up, 3-3. Tyson McGuffin looking to take a lead. Overhead, and Ben gets it. What a get. These two looking like some Christmas colors out here. Green and red. So here we go. It's 6-4. Tyson McGuffin looking to trim the lead. He gets it. 6-5 now. He's trying to act like he's excited, but he doesn't really look that excited. He looks a little bit nervous. And so Tyson serve 5-6. Ben Johns, he's going to hit a little Ernie action here off this shot coming up. And put it away. All right, so it's game point for Ben. 10-7 here, looking to take game one. Trying to drop it in while Tyson's up at the kitchen line. Can't quite get it in there. Then finally gets a chance to get up. Little cat and mouse. Watch this shot. Backhand. Flips it back cross court. Gets it. And he takes game one, 11-7. So it's 3-2 now. Tyson McGuffin got the 1-point lead. Looking to expand that. Check out these shots here. Oh, with the backhand flip to the right side. Gets it to land. It's 4-2 now. It's a tie game now, 6-6. Ben Johns with the serve. Tyson McGuffin going to try and keep him on that baseline. Just trying to keep him back there until eventually he just goes, let me tap it in. Watch this. Overhead, not working. Keep trying to get him back, and then there we go. There it is. Pumps up the crowd. Hard to get hyped on a little dink like that. So Tyson McGuffin serving up 7-6. And watch this shot. Gets it to land. He's up 8-6 against Ben Johns. He might take this second game. With a 2-point lead, Tyson McGuffin serving, looking to make it 3 points. Oh, got to backtrack. Little dinks at the kitchen. Look at that shot. Tyson McGuffin gets a 3-point lead now. 9-6. So here we go. Game point for Tyson McGuffin. Is he going to pull this off? He does. Gets it to land. 11-6. We're headed to a game 3. So game 3, Ben Johns gets a big lead. 6-2 here. Tyson McGuffin trying to crawl his way back. He is not giving up. Look at these gets from Tyson McGuffin. All over the court. Gets that too. And then how about that one? Oh, but can't get it to land. Ben Johns up 7-2 now. So Ben Johns eventually gets a 10-3 up big. Time to get a water. Which water do you want, Ben? I have both these. I even opened it for you. I got the other one ready to go in case you want it. Tyson just has a big-ass jug. There's probably beer in there. And so on 10-3, Ben is going to take this one. He wins the gold medal for men's singles. While we're talking about men's singles real quick, let's also talk about the craziest point we saw all weekend. Check this out. Devidze playing Travis Rettenmeier. Watch this point. Devidze is going to try and put one in there into the kitchen. Oh, then an ATP from Travis Rettenmeier defended. And look at that. Ends up going another ATP on the other side. What a weird shot. Let's take a closer look at this one. How did that even happen? So look at that. The ATP and then goes the other side. That ATP, but he's on Devidze's side. The ball took such a weird spin. Devidze is like, I don't know if that should count, but that was pretty sick. So check this out. He comes in, and I mean, he hits the ball in there. Travis is on the older side, but man, I mean, playing like a young dude right here. What a get. All right, next up, let's talk men's doubles. We got Connor Garnett and Christian Alshon in the finals, and they're taking on J.W. Jansen and Dylan Frazier. What an interesting matchup we find ourselves with on Sunday for men's doubles. And how the heck did we get here? Where is Ben and Collin Johns? What happened to them? So we found out on Saturday that Ben and Collin Johns went down in the round of 16. They lost to Wyatt Stone and Jaume Martinez Vich. Is it Jaume? Jaume? Can we get some clarification on how to pronounce this guy's name?
Jaume.
Got it. Amin from the Orlando Squeeze ownership group doing the hard-hitting journalism that we all desire. Thank you for clearing that up. So Jaume Martinez Vich and Wyatt Stone. Man, look at this. We weren't gifted this game on a stream, but there were some clips around the internet getting passed around. Looks like Collin and Ben getting real frustrated. They always put Ben and Collin on championship court, but then finally the one time someone beats them, they're not on any of the streams. I mean, this would have been a great match to have got to watch. Nothing like Collin and his eye rolls. And then they're going to even end it with an Ernie from Jaume Martinez Vich. Look at that. And that's how they beat them in the round of 16. No way. So with that, we got an open path for somebody new to get to the gold medal match. Our semifinal was Tyler Loong and DJ Young, an interesting partnership, taking on Alshon and Garnett. Tyler Loong's been doing really great lately. All that drilling has been paying off. Unfortunately for them, Garnett and Christian Alshon are going to make it to the finals. I'm sure Christian is going to be very humble about this, right? Let's check out what he had to say during the interview.
First things first, Daytona, Florida, what is up? Let's go! Finals, baby, yeah!
Did he just copy Tyson McGuffin? He did the Tyson McGuffin thing. For somebody that doesn't like Tyson McGuffin so much, really he's kind of jacking his style right there. I don't know. I mean, are you going to drink a beer too now? So anyways, back to the gold medal match. Connor Garnett and Christian Alshon taking on J.W. Jansen and Dylan Frazier. And this was actually a really fun match. Watch this. Christian Alshon, Connor Garnett play some great defense. And I mean, a lot of this happened all match long. Look at this. Just putting it back over the net, trying to get them to make a mistake. And J-Dub puts it in the net. So tie game, 4-4. Serve for Alshon and Garnett. Look at this little hands battle we're going to find ourselves in just a second here after some good dinking. And then watch this. We're going to go between Garnett and Dylan Frazier. Woo! Look at that. Oh, my goodness. And then the defense, while backing up, overhead from J-Dub handled. Oh, and then Christian Alshon blows it. So now we find ourselves at 10-8. Dylan Frazier and J.W. Jansen looking to take game one, but it's a tight one. Got some dinking back and forth. That is what J-Dub and Dylan are really good at. They could dink all day long and then counter when it gets sped up. And look at that overhead from J-Dub. So they win this one 11-8. We're going to game two. So this point, it's 3-2. Dylan Frazier and J-Dub up by 1. And look at this. Connor Garnett is going to take over after some dinking back and forth. Everybody getting involved. And here we go. Here comes the action. Look at Connor Garnett just spread everywhere. Just so pumped about it, too. Let's see that one more time now that we don't have an interview blocking our screen. Look at this. Just taking over. So it's 6-5 now. J-Dub and Dylan up by 1. And watch this from Dylan Frazier. He's going to run all the way to the other side. Bert! Oh, can't get it to land. He does not land well either. Slips. This court has been so slippery all weekend. Oh, look at that. Thankfully, he was not hurt. So at this point, it's 8-8. Tie game in this second game. And man, we were gifted a great point on this. Check this out. Get into a little firefight. Everybody getting involved. Look at this. Some of these gets are incredible. J-Dub and Dylan backing up, fighting for their lives. Look at this. How did that not hit the ceiling? And then J-Dub and Dylan find themselves at the kitchen line trying to keep Christian Alshon and Connor Garnett back. We're back to the kitchen, back to dinking. And then what's going to happen? Connor Garnett speeds it up with a two-handed backhand and wins it. Watch this one more time. What an interesting time to speed up. That two-handed backhand from Connor Garnett is deadly. So we're tied up still, 8-8. But now Garnett and Christian Alshon, they got to serve. And look at this. They found the right times to speed up occasionally. Look at this right here. After it slows down once again, Christian Alshon puts it through the middle, gets it to go. They're up 9-8 in game two. So somehow Dylan Frazier and J-Dub make their way back. They got game point on their paddle. And then watch what happens here. Look at Christian Alshon after this one ends. Slams the paddle. The match is not over, Christian. This is a best 3 out of 5. So game 3, Alshon and Garnett up 1-0. And watch this fun little point we get. Garnett playing D again. They are just so good at getting these balls. And then look at that. Christian Alshon puts one in the ceiling. That has got to be so frustrating. If we were outside, that would have went in. You know, Ben Johns complains about his eyesight indoors. I think you have a legitimate grievance hitting at the ceiling being a reason why you don't want to play indoors. So J-Dub and Dylan, they get it to 10-4. Match point on their paddle, and they're going to pull this one off. They're going to win this one 11-4, and Christian hates his paddle again. He meant to do that at the end of the match. He screwed it up and did it at the end of game 2. It would be weird if he didn't do it at the end of the game 3. A double paddle slam from Christian Alshon. Slam. It's the paddle's fault. Holly Hill, how we doing? All right, next up, let's talk mixed doubles. Our final gold medal match of the weekend. We had Jorja Jansen and J.W. Jansen taking on Ben Johns and Leigh Waters. So game 1, the Johnsons came out strong. Look at this, 4-1 already to start the game off. And check this point out. So we're going to drop it in, get to the kitchen. Cross-court dinking leads to an ATP, but it's defended, and then we get into a firefight. Ben and Leigh finish it, but man, what a fun point there. So the Johnsons were up 7-1. Leigh and Ben calling their way back. It's 9-5. And look at that from Jorja Jansen and ATP. So here we go, 10-5. Can the Johnsons pull this off and win game 1? Let's see. Good chance here. And J-Dub puts it away. They take game 1. So here we go, game 2. Very serious game here. You just hope this game comes down to skill and skill alone. And then a train gets involved. Is that hindrance? That should be. Do you hear that? Who put a train next to these pickleball courts? I would be so pissed. That has to fall under hindrance rules, right? I mean, I don't know. Do you have to like stop the play for that to count as hindrance? Or if you just lose the point, can you just call hindrance? Oh my gosh. I mean, it's almost as if Connor Pardo was like, shoot, my 2 stars are losing. Pull out the train. Maybe that'll work. So J-Dub and Jorja still have a lead. It's 2-1 here. We're going to get into a nice little... Oh, look at that get from Jorja. But J-Dub tried to cover for her. And they put an angle out wide. And here we go to tie it up at 2. Anna Leigh with the poach Burt. 1 point game now, 4-3. Waters and Johns up by 1. Look at this. Trickle off the net for the ATP. And J-Dub slams it to clean it up. And so 10-10 now. Tie game in game 2. The Johnson's about to get 2 games straight? That would be nuts. Look at this firefight between Jorja and Ben. Jorja comes out on top. So Ben and Anna Leigh still have another serve, trying to get a lead here. And overhead from J-Dub. Ben is pissed. Jorja and J-Dub have game point on their paddle to get up by 2-0. And watch what happens. Listen here. Somebody called out. Was it a fan? You hear shushes afterwards. Oh my goodness. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to tell if that was in or out, but that fan yelling out does not help anything. So Waters and Johns end up getting game point, but Jorja and J-Dub fight them off for quite a while. But finally, Ben and Anna Leigh were able to put one away. They win game 2, so we're tied at 1 game apiece. So game 3, Ben and Anna Leigh started to figure things out. They're already up 3-0, and look at that, ATP from ALW. So Ben and Anna Leigh, they're going to take this 3rd game quite easily. They win it 11-5. We're headed to game 4. Things aren't looking too good for the Johnsons. I think they lost a lot of momentum after that game 2 loss. All right, game 4. Waters and Johns up by 1. And at least we were gifted this awesome point right here. Watch this. Keep an eye on Ben Johns' chest. He's going to get tagged hard. Tries to act like it doesn't hurt. So they got quite a lead here. It's 9-3 now. Georgia's not giving up, though. 9-4 after that Ernie. But that is all she wrote. Ben and Anna Leigh end up winning this game and the match. They take game 4 11-5, so they win the match 3-1, which means Ben and Anna Leigh, they get another gold medal for mixed doubles. So let's go ahead and give them her trophy. Wow, look at that thing. Now that is a legit trophy. This is so much better than all the other ones we've had.
Just want to present you with the Hertz Gold Cup.
Very anticlimactic. Just give it to them. I just want to give you the gold cup. So here you go. Here's your gold cup. All right, well, that's going to do it for a recap of the PPA Hertz Gold Cup. Before we get out of here, though, let's play a quick game of partner body back, winner off the net.
Partner body bag, winner off the net. Partner body bag, winner off the net. Leigh Jansen, winner off the net. Tyson McGuffin, winner off the net. Haley Waters, body bag, James McDonald, body bag, sorry not sorry, winner off the net. Sorry not sorry, partner.
All right, partner body bag, winner off the net, the official game of Sorry Not Sorry. The game where I am given 3 names in the pickleball world, and I have to decide who I would partner with, who I would body bag, and who I would hit a winner off the net against. Sorry, not sorry style. It's just like Mary F. Kill, except pickleball. All right, the 3 names I have are number 1, Jaume Martinez Vich. Number 2, the Hype Guys. Does that count as 1 person or 2? We'll consider it 1 person. And number 3, Ben Johns' coach / water boy. Okay, who would I partner with? Who would I body bag? Who would I hit a winner off the net with? I mean, you got to partner with the water boy, right? He's going to be double fisting water bottles when we get on the sidelines. They're both for me. One of them is open, ready to go. He's going to carry my bag after the match. He's going to try and hype me up and do the thing where you like bounce around and huddle with me. I don't know if I'm into that, but I mean, it beats having a partner who's not going to give you water and help you out. And I mean, there's just no question I'm going to body bag the hype guys. Do I get to body bag both of them? No, that would be great. I guess they're going to be both playing together, and I'll just body bag both of them on separate points. And then I guess I'll hit a winner off the net with Jaume, Martinez, Vich. All right, well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. If you aren't already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit that notification bell too, so you always get notified whenever a new episode drops. Go ahead and hit that like button too. If you've made it this far, you probably are satisfied. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite part of this weekend was, what you're looking forward to in the next few weeks. Let me know what you thought about the paddle drama. Do you think ALW dropped out of singles because of that? Or do you think it was something else? If you want to help support the show, you could leave a super chat, which I'll read on the air. Or you could even check out the Etsy store. The link is in the description below. Go ahead and support the show by purchasing a shirt. I mean, not only do you get to support the show, but you wear something cool, like this hoodie. I love this hoodie. I wear it all the time. I would wear it even if it didn't have the logo on it. It's just super comfy. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. We'll be back in 2 weeks with some more PPA. I hope you all enjoy your Thanksgiving. Take care, everybody.
Forgiveness is more than saying sorry. I'm sorry. Forgiveness